Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to give you an update on what I'm calling now mindful journaling. So I've been doing this for a month, a little over a month, because I started it in the weeks in my Hobonichi cousin. And if you remember, I walked you through, I started putting quotes to inspire me, and this was supposed to be either gratitude or anything positive that I either did or how I handled something. And basically there is no negativity in this. So like, for example, let's say I felt bad because I don't know, I felt tired and sad, so I went to the gym. Instead of writing the first part, I would just write, I'm so proud of myself because I went to the gym today and it made me feel great. And it really shifted a lot of things. It felt like it wasn't enough. In fact, to be honest, I think I could fill a whole Hobonichi cousin of just positive journaling, or mindful journaling, I said I was gonna call it. Then I started doing the mason jar, which I'm sure you guys have heard of people doing it physically, where you put a little note of a happy moment, something beautiful that happened, and you put it in, and once in a while you can look at it and see all your beautiful memories. Now I started putting them there and I felt like it wasn't enough. I really wanted to give them a bigger place. And so I had an extra Hobonichi that I had bought out of greed, like we all do, but I had no use for. And so I decided to make it a junk journal of beautiful moments. I was very, very inspired that day, and I really started just decorating, and I have tons of stuff that I never use, and so it was pretty easy to find. You know, I used some of the sticker from Sticky Club that I had, some of the vellum sticker I got from Aliexpress that I cut up to make some positive words. While I was doing that, I decided to do this for my dailies for February. So in February, I am putting some one word a day, just one word of, you know, it was fun to do. I only did it until, I think I did one more, hope. But it's easy, it's a fun way to practice your handwriting and calligraphy and the lettering. I was looking on Pinterest and finding alphabets, and it just, I don't know how to explain it. It's really shifting my thinking process as far as finding beautiful moments within each day. I've been doing meditation for a few years, and I've often taken breaks where I might be walking my dog, and suddenly I just like kind of stop in my thoughts and just feel the air on my skin and feel the warmth of the sun and just realize that I'm here right now. And these I've been doing for a long time, and this positive mindful journal that I started really made me stop and see the little beautiful moments that I lived every day with my kids. And it could be just to look, or something they said, or do realization that this is a moment that might not happen again. So I started recording it, and on the first page I put kind of my hopes for January. And then I just, you know, sometimes I'm just writing a quote. I try for the most part to have a beautiful moment on the day, but at the same time, because I did this, I think it was already February or January 31st, I went back to my mason jar in my journal, but I didn't date those. So some of them I knew what day they were because they were very specific. Some of them are actually messages to my children and how proud of them I am. So this is probably one of the only, it's interesting actually, because I read in French in my diary, but I noticed that in my mindful journal and the Hobonichi cousin, in that section I write in English, and I also write in English here. Those are the things I want my kids to remember and look at. And I just write, you know, beautiful moment watching the lunar eclipse with my kids, and how fun they were and how they were playing together. Then my daughter's birthday was the 3rd, and how happy she was and how proud of her I am. And my son had his first dance at school the night before, and how nervous he was and how cute it was. And it's just been, it's been, without exaggerating, it's been life-changing. Now, just for the record, these, I actually had bought these journals, and I will link it in the description box because I cannot remember the name at the moment of this lady that does amazing, the name escapes me. It's like in the tip of my brain, but I can't remember. So she does these amazing junk journals, but I never used it. I've had these for years. And so what I did is I'm tearing it apart and using it in my own journal. And then I used, like, I got these stickers from Michael's, which are really cool. They're lace. So I'm using everything. I'm using all my stickers, and it's been fun. It's been beautiful. It's been relaxing, and it's been truly life-changing. I'm talking to you today. I had a really rough day, and all I can focus on is the fact that I was proactive and I did my best. And another day like this would have been really rough to land back from, to keep going during the day and not feel like, oh no, this was really hard. And I do think it's the mindful journaling that's really working. I think it's really important to learn how to pause, and like they say, pause and smell the flowers, right? Smell the roses. But it's more than that. It's also pause and give ourselves a pat on the back. I think especially mothers and women in general, we're like want to be everything, and we want to do it all, and we always take care of everything. And sometimes we don't take the time to just stop and think like, wow, I'm handling it all. Good for me. That's awesome. But when I don't, it's okay. You can't always be on. You can't always be perfect, and that is okay. And I wish there was in school a self-love class, because that is for everyone. Like I said, women and mother, but honestly, that's something that I see in everyone. And it's really important to be kind to ourselves. And to be kind to ourselves, it's important to forgive ourselves when we're not being perfect. We live in such a society, and we go so fast all the time. We're always busy. We're always doing things, and we don't take the time to stop and check on ourselves. I often check on my kids. I check on my friends, but it's very rare when I stop and say, hey, how do I feel right now? And it's really important to do that. And the mindful journaling, I think, is a good exercise, because you think about the day, the previous day. I usually do it the day after, and you think about something positive, and it makes you review your day in a different way. It's a great exercise. I mean, it's all about perspective, right? And it's shifting your perspective to find something positive that you want to journal about. Find something happy. Find something you're really grateful for. Find something that you're really proud of that you did. And it's very self-centered, but the ripple of you taking care of yourself and doing, for me, the ripples of doing my mindful journaling is immense. Like, I can see I am a better mom. I'm able to stop and just be, I guess, less emotional and less reactive, and just see the world in a different perspective again. So yeah, I'm very happy of having done that. And again, like, I've done grateful, list of what you're grateful for, but this is a step above this. That's usually what I started writing at the beginning, when I was having a hard time finding something I was proud of that I accomplished that day, or something really beautiful about that day. I would write what I was grateful for, and it shifted, because once you start saying, not I'm grateful for having this or for my health, but more, I had a beautiful moment yesterday because I did this, and I could, enjoy this moment fully, and I could appreciate the fact that this moment happened because of my efforts and because of what I did. And this is so amazing for your mental health and more for your happiness. I'm talking about mental health for your happiness. So yeah, that's why I wanted to give you my update. I might do some journal with me. So far I've been doing these like pretty much in front of the television, and I really like putting the paint on the page. I had my kids draw a page, and then my daughter gave me this little drawing, so I put it in there, and I put the date because it was on January 7th. But yeah, it's been really amazing. If you find that you've done the grateful list and it doesn't seem to affect you as much, I would really encourage you to try doing mindful journaling the way that I've kind of made up, which is really focusing on the positive steps that you're taking every day and noticing them, noticing how you're saving the day, or you're saving your day, or you're saving somebody's day by doing this, and how great you are. It's basically a journal to pat yourself on the back and say, yeah, I'm awesome, and that's cool. And the more you recognize that, the more awesome you can be, because then you're in a place of happiness and just beauty, and it's been amazing. Honestly, I don't have anything else to say, but it's been amazing. And these quotes have helped so much. Like, I've always loved quotes, but these have helped so much. And if you're, I mean, those I found online, honestly, positive quotes. I think sometimes I put one about perseverance, and I do have, you know, some quotes here: perseverance, secret of all triumphs, gratitude turns what we have into enough, this is a wonderful day, I've never seen it before. Things like that, to me, they really do keep me going, and they've always inspired me. Like, because I save them a lot on Facebook, they always come up in my feed, you know, it's the algorithm. But yeah, if you want me to, I don't know, I almost wish I had just almost one journal where it would be this, and then this would be all beautiful moments. Maybe next year, because right now I'm really enjoying my cousin as is. This is my diary, and my diary is kind of a brain dump, except I make it pretty, but it's really just kind of how the day went. And in there, I can be negative if I want to, but what I've noticed is that I'm less and less. I don't focus on that as much. I really focus on the steps I've taken to turn the negative into positive, versus of what was negative to begin with. You know, I had a bad day, so I went to the gym. No, I went to the gym, and that was awesome. That's it. You don't need to say the negative that came and that created that moment. And it's really, again, I really recommend it. So sorry for the rambling. I think that might be my longest video, and it probably goes back and forth and all over the place because that's how my mind works. But hopefully I've inspired some of you. Hopefully it helps some of you, because it definitely is helping me. I can tell you that much. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will keep you updated, and I'll probably do some journal with me on my mindful journal, my beautiful moments, snippets of happiness. I don't know how to call it. It's mindful journaling in my book, but because it's in two parts, it feels like it should have different names. But let's call it mindful journaling. So yeah, if you want to join me on the mindful journaling journey, please do, and have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.